Alright ladies and gents, welcome back to another Evolve video. On this one I'll be giving some tips for playing the Wraith monster. Right, so picking the Wraith obviously. What I tend to do at the start with the first 3 skill points is put 2 in Warp Blast and 1 in Decoy. And for the perk I always do cooldown reduction because I would probably say it's one of the better perks for all the monsters. Another way of starting could be to put 3 points straight into the Warp Blast, which will give you more damage for killing the monsters to feed on. So what I do at the start of the game is often run off in one direction, leaving tracks behind me, then stop and go into stealth mode and sneak off in the other direction. So by doing that you're leaving tracks for the hunters to follow, so you can go off in another place of the map and feed off the monsters to level up and get to stage 2, because 9 times out of 10 I can guarantee the hunters haven't got a clue what they're doing and they'll be following your tracks hoping to catch up with you and take you out. Here's another example where I climb up on the cliff and then go down the pathway leading the tracks, then stop and go down to the other half of the map. So that's a general start to the game for any monster really, and you should be getting to stage 2 within 2 or 3 minutes of the game at the most. Now that you've avoided the hunters, you want to go around the map, kill as many monsters as you can, feed off them so you get enough experience for evolving into stage 2. You could do this simply by attacking the monsters or using the Warp Blast, which should do a significant amount of damage to the majority of the monsters anyway. Now that you're ready to evolve into stage 2, what you want to do is kill a monster before starting to evolve. This will give you a monster to feed on so you can top off your armour just after evolving. For the skill points, I finish off Warp Blast, put 1 in Supernova and 1 in Abduction. That gives us all 4 of the abilities to use for the rest of the game. And as you can see here, we feed off the monster to get our armour back up. Now that we're stage 2, a fight with the hunters would be more in your favour, but I'd suggest carry on feeding on the monsters and get into stage 3 as quickly as you can. Once you've gotten to stage 3, max out Supernova and put the final point in Decoy, which will give you your final build for the Wraith. Right, moving on to some combat tips against the hunters now. What I like to do is use the Abduction to grab one of the hunters, pop the Supernova as well as the Decoy straight away, which will give you and the Decoy the Supernova buff. Once the Supernova's ran out, I then use the Warp Blast on any hunters that are still alive. Because we got the cooldown reduction perk, we should be able to do this combination and have our skills recharge in a short amount of time. Right guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you've learned some new tricks for playing Evolve. If you've got any suggestions for more videos, then leave a comment and I'll get back to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio!